Now what we're going to do is import those two particular files. So just go to the Vision, go to the screen recordings, and we'll import both of these. What I'll do first is just head on over to the media bin and drag them in. Okay. Now we'll just reduce the timeline, click the media pool up here, drag this one down first of all, and drag that down to there, move them across to here. So let's have a look.
DaVinci Resolve Lite is one of the most
And there we go, there's our first clip, and we'll drag the second clip in as well. Now this is just explaining the introduction. Now what I'm going to do is we're just going to add another piece of media, and this will be our lower third, which is this guy, and I'm going to drag him straight onto here. And let's just play this through.
DaVinci Resolve Lite is one of the most amazing free video editors.
Now what I want to do, there's a couple of things I want to do here. I'll just first of all drag this down. In actual fact, I think I might drag it down to another. One of the great things is it automatically creates a new track. And I'm going to just focus on this, click it in, reposition it down, and you'll notice that we've got this little black area on the back of our main screen. What I do here is we just stretch that across. Go into the next screen and also stretch that across just to make it full width. Right, and what we want to do here is we want to key out the black so that it comes in automatically and sits over the top of the footage. So in order to do that, we go into our color area. You can see it's been selected there. So this is a great area. We have to do two things here. We add a serial node, and this will just create a copy of this, and then we right mouse click and we add an alpha output. Once we add the alpha output, we just draw a line, grab the arrow there, and we select our color picker. We click on the black, which is what we want to key out. And at this point we need to invert it. So you'll see here that this should just come in quite nicely and sit over the top. Now it's a bit difficult to pick up on the video here, but there's a little bit of pixelation and a few black artifacts here. So what we do is we just clean up the black a little bit, and we get the in-out ratio and we pull it back. And what that will do is that will give us a nice, clean, crisp area. Let's just have a look at that. looks quite clean. What I'm going to do is I'm also going to drag the music out. Now, let's try there. So we'll just keep this music going underneath. Let's play.
DaVinci Resolve Lite is one of the most amazing free.
Now, we can hear the music is a little bit loud once the voice comes in. And what we're going to do is we're just going to drop the music down at that particular point. Here's where our keyframes come in. So, I'm going to, you can see that's where the voice comes in. So we can just see that down there. So I'm going to add a keyframe there next to the volume. I'm also going to add a keyframe before it. Alright, that might be the end of the music there. We'll go to the end. Add another keyframe in there. Go a little bit further. Just make sure I haven't crossed over the end. Add one more keyframe. So what's going to happen now is we can just drag this down. We can drag this down. Now there should be a fourth keyframe there. There wasn't, so now there is. And just bring that back up. So let's have a listen to that.
DaVinci Resolve Lite is one of the most amazing free video editors on the market, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how.
Okay, so what we might do here is we might just pull up the volume. We can do that from here, or we can do that from here. So we've got the volume up on the vocals, and what we're going to do is we're just going to focus, add some text on top of our little lower third. So we go to the effects library, come down to the text, drag that on top, put the playhead over the top of it, and just select that, pull it down. Now I can change the size of the font either by reducing the transform box, and I can also reduce it over here. And we'll just add in DaVinci introduction. Yeah. What we can do is we can just pull this across here, and maybe just lift it up here too. You can also do that via this area here. And we've got a couple of effects that we can add here too. We can add a bit of a drop shadow to it, so we might do that. And that's a little bit much. And what we can finally do here is just a quick fade in and fade out. On the text. And we'll just have a look at that.
Is one of the most amazing free video editors on the market, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to quickly get the most out of it. First of all,
so what will be nice here would be to have that reverse back out. As it goes, it doesn't do that, it just drops out. So how do we get it to reverse back out? Well, we'll just go Command or Control C to copy it. Move the playhead along a little bit. Command Control V to paste. And when we right mouse click on this, we can go change clip speed and we can click reverse speed. So now what will happen is that will reverse back out. You can see there's a few little artifacts there still, so we'll need to clean that up a little bit more. What we want to do is we need to keep the end of it in focus because that's the part that's going to reverse out. So now when we have a bit of a look at it,
free video editors on the market, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to quickly get the most out of it. First of all, just have a look.
And there it goes, there she is going out. So what we might do is just quickly go back into the colour area here. We need to make sure that's chosen. Sometimes it seems to default to the lower one, like it's done here. Okay, and just on this, we might make the clean black, just increase that, pull the in-out ratio back a bit. And that seems to look a bit better. Now at this point, it's probably a good idea just to maybe have a quick look at this. So what we can do is we can go into our delivery section and just put the playhead here, press I, and that will give us an in point, and then go to the end of it here, press O, and that will give us an out point. And we can see we've got an in-out range there now. So what we'll do is we'll quickly just go test 1, click add to render queue, and where do we want to put this? I think I'll just drop this onto the desktop for the time being. Okay, and now we start render. This is a great way to just test little areas of the project just before you commit to them. Make sure that they look really good. As we can see, it's coming through here. Is the process 62%, so that should be done in a couple of minutes. Probably not even a couple of minutes, probably about 30 seconds. And see how that looks on the big screen. Alright, so what I'll do now is play this.
DaVinci Resolve Lite is one of the most amazing free video editors on the market, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to quickly get the most out of it. First of all, just
There
have a
we go.
look.
That didn't look too bad. I think probably, you can see this needs to be a little bit more centered, but outside of that, that looks pretty good. So let's go back into our editing area. Just go back over the text, highlight the text, and we can either just move that slightly, and that will look really good.